Family, welcome back to Royal Sussex Squad, where we always shine a light on the truth, celebrate the strength and brilliance of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and call out the nonsense, hypocrisy and jealousy from their detractors. Today we're diving into a story that once again proves Meghan and Harry are not just surviving, they are thriving, building and leaving their critics in the dust. We're talking about Meghan's hit Netflix series, With Love, Meghan, the big announcement of their renewed Netflix deal, and what the future holds for their projects, including documentaries, adaptations, and more groundbreaking work through Archewell Productions. And of course, we're going to unpack how the media is already trying to spin their success into uncertainty, because you know the haters can't stand to see them win. But win they are, and in spectacular fashion. Now let's start with Love, Meghan. Season 2 is officially here, with a trailer that already has people talking. Meghan's lifestyle series is fresh, vibrant and star-studded, with her signature warmth and elegance on full display. It's a show about community, joy, food, culture and connection, everything Meghan represents. Unlike the stiff, outdated royal programming that the British tabloids try to hype up, Meghan's show feels authentic, inviting and global. That's why it resonates. That's why products from her As Ever lifestyle brand, which are featured on the show, keep selling out at record speed. It's not just a TV show, it's a movement, and it shows that Meghan has a natural gift for creating content that inspires and connects with people. But here's where it gets interesting. While fans are celebrating the release of Season 2, Meghan and Harry have also announced something huge. Their Netflix deal has been extended. That's right, despite all those headlines in July claiming Netflix was done with the Sussexes, despite all the gleeful predictions from the press that Harry and Meghan's 5-year deal was a failure, Netflix themselves has now confirmed that not only are Harry and Meghan staying, but they are expanding their creative partnership. Archewell Productions has inked a new multi-year first-look deal. That means Netflix sees value, real value, in working with the Sussexes. And it means the lies we've been hearing for months about Meghan and Harry being dropped, about their so-called irrelevance, were nothing more than projection and wishful thinking from a press that cannot handle their continued success. The truth is, Netflix knows exactly what they have in Harry and Meghan. Their docuseries, Harry and Meghan, was one of the platform's most watched releases ever. That series gave the world an intimate look into their lives, their struggles, their love story, and it resonated with millions. Then we had Heart of Invictus, which highlighted the powerful stories of veterans and their families. That's impact. That's storytelling with purpose. And now, with Love, Meghan is expanding the brand, connecting lifestyle, food and culture with Meghan's authenticity. Netflix's chief content officer, Bella Bajaria, put it plainly. Harry and Meghan are influential voices whose stories resonate globally. That's not a PR line, that's a recognition of their value. And yet, the critics are scrambling. Already, some headlines are trying to cast doubt, asking whether, with Love, Meghan will get a Season 3. Isn't that interesting? Instead of celebrating the success of Season 2, instead of acknowledging the holiday special that's coming in December, the media wants to focus on uncertainty. That's what they always do with Meghan. They can't just give her credit for winning. They have to dangle doubt, whisper negativity, plant suspicion. It's the same tired playbook. But let's be real here. The fact that Meghan's show even exists, that it's successful, that her products are selling out, that Netflix renewed their deal, these are wins. Whether there's a Season 3 or not, Meghan has proven that she can create content that moves culture. And more importantly, Meghan and Harry are diversifying. They are not putting all their energy into one basket. Archewell Productions has multiple projects on the go. Let's talk about that, because this is where the story gets even more inspiring. Alongside the news about With Love, Meghan, Harry and Meghan announced a new documentary project, Masaka Kids, A Rhythm Within. Now this is the kind of work that defines their legacy. It's about an orphanage in Uganda in a community still living with the effects of the HIV/AIDS crisis. The children there have faced unimaginable hardship, yet they dance, they create, they build joy out of struggle. This documentary will not only bring visibility to their stories, but also inspire audiences worldwide to see resilience and hope where others might only see pain. That's Harry and Meghan. They shine a light, they amplify unheard voices, they turn empathy into action, and it doesn't stop there. Archewell is also working on a feature adaptation of Carly Fortune's best-selling novel, Meet Me at the Lake. Now, if you know that book, you know it's a story about love, fate and healing. A decade-spanning romance with deep emotional resonance. Perfect for Meghan and Harry to bring to the screen because it aligns with their ability to tell stories that touch the heart. And yes, the British press mocked this project too, claiming it was just another romance. But let's not forget, romance is one of the most powerful genres in storytelling. It's universal. It's timeless. And Meghan and Harry understand romance better than anyone because their own love story is the living, breathing example of resilience, courage and devotion in the face of relentless attacks. Let's also not ignore the brilliance of how Meghan is using Netflix to expand her lifestyle brand as ever. This isn't just about cooking or pretty sets. This is about strategy. Meghan has built a business model where her show introduces products, where Netflix provides global reach, and where audiences can directly engage with her vision. And let's remember what Meghan herself said. Netflix has the expertise to turn shows into experiences, into products, into global brands. Think of Bridgerton, how it became more than a show. It became concerts, merchandise, immersive events. Meghan is smart enough to see that blueprint, and she's building something just as powerful. Now, family, let's pause for a moment and contrast this with the other side of the pond. While Meghan is building businesses, creating content, extending deals and making history, what do we see from the royals who drove her out? We see headlines about dwindling relevance. We see William and Kate desperately trying to appear modern, copying Meghan's style but always falling short. We see Charles battling constant PR disasters. We see a monarchy that is out of touch, unable to connect, unable to inspire. And yet, their cheerleaders in the British press still want us to believe Meghan is the one struggling. It's laughable. It's projection at its finest. The truth is, Meghan and Harry are playing the long game. They are building an empire. From philanthropy to business to storytelling, they are creating a legacy on their terms. And it's working. The haters can shout all they want, but the numbers don't lie. Netflix renewed their deal, their content performs, their products sell out, their influence grows. And their critics, they look smaller and more desperate with every passing day. So when you hear the question, will With Love Meghan get a season 3? The answer is simple. Whether it does or not, Meghan has already won. The show is a hit, the brand is strong, the partnership is extended, and new projects are on the horizon. Meghan doesn't need permission from her critics. She doesn't need validation from the tabloids. She's building, expanding and thriving with Harry right by her side. And family, this is why we support them. This is why we lift them up. Because they represent more than just themselves. They represent resilience in the face of hate. They represent success in spite of sabotage. They represent a new model of leadership, one based on service, authenticity and love. So let the haters keep talking, let the tabloids keep spinning. Meghan and Harry are too busy creating, too busy succeeding, too busy living their truth. And we, the Royal Sussex Squad, will always be here to celebrate them, defend them, and make sure the world sees the reality behind the noise. Will With Love Meghan get a season 3? What we know about the future of Meghan Markle's Netflix show. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have extended their deal with Netflix. With new projects in the works, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have extended their Netflix deal to produce more new film and television projects. The news came shortly before the release of Season 2 of the Duchess of Sussex's lifestyle show, With Love, Meghan. The couple's announcement included the confirmation of a With Love, Meghan holiday special, but the future of the series remains unknown. Meghan Markle just dropped the trailer for the second season of her Netflix series, With Love, Meghan, giving fans a look at the star-studded upcoming episodes of her food and lifestyle show. The release comes on the heels of the news that Meghan and Prince Harry have struck a new deal with Netflix for future film and television projects. On August 11, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex announced that they would be extending their creative partnership with the streamer through their Archewell Productions with a multi-year first-look deal. We're proud to extend our partnership with Netflix and expand our work together to include the As Ever brand, Meghan 44 said in a statement. My husband and I feel inspired by our partners who work closely with us and our Archewell Productions team to create thoughtful content across genres that resonates globally and celebrates our shared vision. The update comes after it was widely reported in July that Harry and Meghan's initial 5-year, $100 million deal with Netflix would not be renewed when it expires in September. In addition to the deal, the announcement came with the news of a With Love Meghan holiday special set to premiere in December. However, there's been no news yet about the possibility of future seasons of With Love Meghan. Season 2 was announced shortly after With Love Meghan premiered its debut season in March. The second season of the lifestyle show had already been filmed, with Michael Steed back as director. Netflix is also a partner with Meghan's lifestyle brand As Ever, and many of the products are featured on With Love Meghan. Netflix's CEO Ted Sarandos recently said, "We're a passive partner in Meghan's company, and it's a big discovery model for us right now." The Duchess of Sussex told Inc. that she was building out a very different business plan until she met with Josh Simon, Netflix's Vice President of Consumer Products. The reach from Netflix, coupled with my vision for the brand, felt like it was going to be a really perfect match, she said in the interview. She added, "They have tremendous experience on licensing deals and turning brands and shows into really good products like Bridgerton," referring to Shonda Rhimes' royal-inspired series, which has expanded off-screen into fan experiences, concerts and more. It's also possible that Meghan will be turning her focus to other projects. The couple's Netflix press release about their latest deal included an announcement about a new documentary project, Masaka Kids, A Rhythm Within. In the heart of Uganda's Masaka region, where the shadows of the HIV/AIDS crisis linger, a small orphanage becomes a beacon of hope. Masaka Kids, A Rhythm Within goes beyond the viral videos to reveal a vibrant, one-of-a-kind community where orphaned children transform hardship into joy, dancing their way toward healing, belonging, and the promise of a brighter future, said the release. Additionally, Harry and Meghan confirmed that their adaptation of Carly Fortune's best-selling novel, Meet Me at the Lake, is still in the works. Archewell Productions is in active development on additional projects with Netflix that span a variety of content genres, including the feature adaptation of the best-selling novel by Carly Fortune, Meet Me at the Lake. This romantic drama follows a decade-spanning love story that begins with a chance encounter and a broken promise, the release stated. Bella Bajaria, Netflix's chief content officer, said in a statement, "Harry and Meghan are influential voices whose stories resonate with audiences everywhere. The response to their work speaks for itself." Harry and Meghan gave viewers an intimate look into their lives and quickly became one of our most watched documentary series. More recently, fans have been inspired by With Love Meghan, with products from the new As Ever line consistently selling out in record time. We're excited to continue our partnership with Archewell Productions and to entertain our members together. Before we wrap up, I want to thank you all for tuning in. If you're part of this squad, if you believe in supporting Meghan and Harry against the constant smear campaigns, then make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Hit that like button, drop a comment to let me know your thoughts about Meghan's Netflix success, and if you want to support this work directly, consider using the Super Thanks button. Every contribution helps us keep telling the truth and shining a light on the Sussexes' incredible journey. Until next time, family, stay strong, stay positive, and keep standing with Harry and Meghan, because their story is our story. They are the future, and the future is looking brighter every day.